All right, you guys, so check this out, man. I went to dinner the other night with my bros. Our waitress, this girl, we go to this restaurant all the time, so I know this girl, fairly well. Late 20s, nice girl, but late 20s. She's overweight, she's obese, not morbidly obese, but she's obese. She has 5 kids from multiple men. That's right, I said 5 kids from multiple men. And she just got back from California. She just got back from taking her 5 kids to California to celebrate her daughter's graduation. She went on to tell us that a guy at the restaurant gave her $4,000 or $5,000 to do that. And this guy has been paying her bills for the last 3 months. Now, when you guys hear this, you're probably going, well, yeah, Dev, I mean, that's these simps. They do this shit all the time. But what made me laugh about this story is, like I said, people always have this stereotype of like, these guys simping for these pretty women. Bro, more and more, I'm seeing women that are average looking at best with their makeup on, overweight, multiple kids from multiple men, and they are still being treated like celebrities. I'll tell you guys, man, when I hear this shit, part of me laughs and then part of me gets really mad because I'm like, there's no way, with YouTube as relevant as it is and channels like mine being everywhere now and this stuff being talked about all the time, there's no way this many men are still like accidentally or obliviously behaving this way and giving so much away. Now, the man she said she's dealing with is, I didn't get an age from her, but she said he's an average looking guy that makes like $250,000 a year. $250,000 a year. And he's out here giving his money away to an overweight girl that's average looking at best with makeup on, who has 5 kids from multiple men. You guys, man, if a woman like that is going to be treated in such a way where she thinks she is a celebrity like we talk about, then I'm just going to say it right now. As much as I don't want to sound like doom and gloom, black pill, dating is cooked. If that's the case, if this is going on more than I hope that it is, dating is absolutely cooked. Because this girl that I'm talking about, I would never consider dating her, and I imagine most of you would never consider dating her. Yet, this girl truly thinks that she is above most men. In fact, she thinks she's very above this guy she's getting the money from. There can't be a dating market if this shit's gonna go on. And not just the simping with money, but just conditions in general that make women feel the way that this woman feels. If you can be a girl that's almost 30 years old and overweight, average looking at best with the makeup on, and you have 5 kids from multiple men, and you still think you are above everybody, dating is cooked. It's done. It's over. And I keep seeing a lot of people still to this day talking about like the incel stuff and like, men today have no luck with women and men can't get dates. Dude, most men do not want to date any of these women. Even the guys that everyone's calling like incels that are crying in their mom's basement, they're crying because they can't get sex. They don't want relationships with these women. No men really today want to date. No men today really want to commit to any of these women. They don't. The men that are like sad and crying and down and out, they're only doing that because, like I said, they can't get any sex. They're crying about the sex. They're not crying for the companionship and the love. Again, I hate being negative, but I'm going to say this. Most is a very safe way to put this. Most women in America are absolutely undateable. If you have even remotely decent standards for yourself. Not even high standards. If you have even the most moderate level of self-respect and standards, there are so few women today that you can officially check it that dating is cooked. It's just, bro, the degeneracy with women today is rampant. It's too rampant. Too many women around here now are massively hooking up at such a young age that they're toast, man. They're toast by the time they even hit 25, a lot of them. They're toast, bro. And, and like we've talked about before, the Frankenstein boyfriend project shit is so prevalent today. Most women today of any age, from the youngest to the oldest, are operating in like the Frankenstein boyfriend project realm, where they have compartmentalized men for different things, that they just want to keep talking to all of them or entertaining all of them. Even if they say they're committed or not, they might say, yeah, I'm in a committed relationship, but they're still talking to so-and-so on the side, maybe even physically connecting with so-and-so on the side. There's so much entertaining of other men for compartmentalized reasons with women today. They feel very normal doing that, and they feel very encouraged doing that. In fact, most women that I talk to, they now think that it's very, very weird for someone like me to say that doing that is wrong. They say I'm barbaric and controlling and crazy and insecure to say that you should be, you should consider being really, committed to somebody if you say you're committed to them. I'm crazy, I'm controlling, I'm barbaric. Dating is cooked, bro, if this is the case. I try to be positive. I want to be positive, because it does no good to just be negative all the time. But you also have to be honest, man. When you look around and you see shit like this, like I said, I don't care how mean this sounds. I don't care if this offends anybody. This girl, which I like her as a person, she's cool. We go to this restaurant all the time. She's funny, got a good personality, good sense of humor. But she is by no means some hot commodity that a guy that makes $250,000 a year, and she even said he's like a decent looking average guy. The fact that he is giving so much to this girl and pedestalizing her, as men, like we almost deserve it at this point. We almost deserve to have such a crappy dating market at this point, because men like him are they're just working so hard and giving it away to women that are, quite frankly, at not above you. I'm going to say below him, but definitely not above him. I'll put it that way to put it politically correct. And again, I don't think it's not possible to fix this. It's, but men got to start acting right, bro. At the end of the day, men have to start acting right. They do. They really, really do. This lack of self-respect and this lack of making women face the realities of what they are and where they are is just so damaging. We have women out here that have made such bad decisions over and over and over again, and they do not even recognize it because they don't have to. They're still treated like celebrities. Like this girl, bro, this girl that I'm talking about, I have no desire to I wouldn't even hook up with her. Like, she's an okay looking girl, but I'm not, and I would be in no rush to hook up with that girl if I was like desperate for sex. Not at all. Not at all. So it's like, I'm thinking to myself, bro, this girl is like below average, super overweight, out of shape, and she is literally having her bills paid by men, getting $4,000-$5,000 lump sums to travel to California from up here in Seattle. This is crazy. And when I brought up dating to this girl, her exact words were, I don't give an F about any man. I know my worth. That you guys know the same lines. She literally was saying all these same lines. I know my worth. I don't give an F about no man. I'm after my bag. I'm chasing my bag. I'll get married later. It's like, no, you won't, sweetheart. You will not get married later. No men. I want to reiterate that point I said earlier. Most men do not want to date anymore. Everyone keeps talking about men being lonely and stuff. I don't think that's as relevant as everyone's making it out to be. Most men that I talk to, they want no part of these women. They don't want any part of committing to these women at all. They just want to get sex. They're sad because they can't get sex. I've ranted long enough about this, man. I'm just really irritated because it's like, you know, as men, we're going to have to seriously change what our ideas of life look like, I think. The way things are going right now, the way things are right now, we really need to start rethinking what normal looks like for us. Because too many of us are still after the wife and kids with the white picket fence. Bro, Leave It to Beaver is dead and gone. The Wonder Years, dead and gone, bro. That's not coming back. I don't think it's coming back. I don't think it will ever come back because, you know, women right now get to have their cake and eat it too. Literally, they do. Financially, emotionally, sexually, all of it. They get to have their cake and eat it too. So they are not going to go back to the old days. Why would they? It would be a foolish mistake for them to do that. They have it so good right now. They get so much for so little, and they literally have no accountability for any bad actions that they make. And if you try to hold them accountable or shame them or point it out, you are the bad guy. You get labeled a bad guy, and I've seen men get prosecuted by the courts for saying, you know, things. It's crazy, bro. We're in crazy times. I think dating might be cooked. Everyone says it's cooked, and I try to be positive, but I don't know, bro. It might really be cooked. It might be. What do you guys think?